Well, I guess my last video got a couple people upset. When six people are murdered and politics and the media play into it, it just kind of gets me. So I'm not apologizing for what I said or how I felt. And I already said if somebody wants to unfollow, then it's okay. I'm here to give as much information as I possibly can, the right information. I'm not looking to get anything out of this, except for possibly having people starting up a community where we can help each other be the safest we can possibly be. So, with that being said, some new information on the North Idaho homicides. First thing I want to do is clarify a couple of things. I've seen a few posts where people said that the current suspect is innocent. They have said that he was there to. I saw one where it said he was there to actually help and try to prevent it. they're blaming the food delivery guy, and in the same breath, they're saying that the suspect couldn't have done the murders by himself, but then they want to try and blame a food delivery guy, saying he could do it by himself. I guess so. It just doesn't make much sense to me. So, but we can move on from there. Right now, the Brady Giglio. What that means is Brady v. Maryland. I believe it was back in 1985. They made a ruling on it. Brady is where the prosecutors have to provide any exculpatory information to the defense. Giglio v. the United States is this information could suggest that a witness may not be credible, and so we can assume a lot about this. I can give you a few examples of what this could be. I'm not going to say this is what it is because this whole case has been kind of put off public information list right now. So what it could mean, a lot of times an officer, if they've been caught in a lie or they've done something on the job, even years ago, they make a Brady List. And what it means is this officer has lied before and could possibly do it again. And so it doesn't mean he will or he or she will. It just means they could. And so when they put you on a Brady List as a police officer, your career's kind of hurting. You have to fight hard and have to prove every single thing you do. So that's why it's so important for police officers to be honest. If it means you lose a case because you just can't make stuff up, you got to be honest about it. Then so be it. You lose the battle. Honesty will help you win the war. So, officers, this is part of what could have happened. Somebody who did conduct the investigation was part of the investigation. Now you got to remember, there were what I believe over 15 state investigators, county investigators, city investigators. The FBI came into it. Any one of those guys could have been on the Brady List. Any one of them, and so they have to give that to the defense attorneys. The Giglio is the same thing. Is basically they have to give the information to the prosecutor or the defense attorneys, and they have to give the idea of why this person may not be credible. So it could have been any one of those guys. They could men or women of law enforcement. They could have done something in the past. Doesn't mean they conducted anything in the present of what happened. Now, if it was something that happened now, it could hurt the case. It really could. There's been several cases have been set aside. Several sentences have been set aside because of this information that's been given out. So all we can do is sit back and wait until the courts decide to release this information. They've requested this investigation be kept quiet at this point. Now that doesn't mean they're trying to hide anything. Okay, just because the people doing the investigation wanted to keep it quiet does not mean they're hiding anything, because everything has to go to the defense attorneys anyway. So all this information is given to the defense attorneys. They're not hiding nothing. So I hope people don't make assumptions that they are trying to hide stuff. So because everything's going to the defense attorneys, the prosecutors are turning everything over. This prosecutor is a very honest prosecutor. He will do everything he possibly can to make sure this trial goes right all the way. Good, bad, or indifferent, however it turns out, he's doing everything he possibly can to make sure that this trial goes in the right direction. So, if there's any questions on this, please feel free to ask. You can go look up the cases. It's Brady v. Maryland and Giglio v. United States, and it'll explain exactly everything that happened. I'm not going to read everything on here because it's really not necessary. I apologize for not getting more videos out, especially with our self-defense stuff. But we just opened up, or we're just getting ready to open up our self-defense complex here in Idaho. May 1st should be our first day. We've got some classrooms to build and some people to bring in. We got a couple of fight instructors going to come in with us, and we're working on a range so we can get all these classes going. If you like the content, please subscribe, share this information, make a comment down below. And this trial, you've got to think about this. This trial is not going to last forever, and we can't talk about it all the time. And we can talk about some trials going on, but the one thing I'm really wanting to push is our self-defense, our awareness, and what we can do to protect ourselves and our families. With this training complex, we are going to start moving into the complex itself when we do our videos, and we're going to start getting more and more of our classes online, and we'll start showing people some of the stuff we do, some of the training we're doing, and hopefully we can just keep this community growing. I would love to see a lot of people involved in this, and I would love to take some of these live and have our classes where people can come and watch some of them online and learn a few things. So, like I say, if you like our content, please subscribe, make a comment down below, share this, let people know that we are a community of self-defense, and that's about it for this evening. So stay vigilant, stay safe, and keep your head on a swivel. Have a nice night.